The Eternal City, just the latest stop on the World Cup calendar, and after a hugely successful debut last year, we're expecting some terrific racing here this morning. The women's event is coming up live in just a few minutes' time. We've got 35 taking part, including the defending champion, Nina Eim from Germany. Racing over the sprint distance today. There is the start list. My name's Trevor Harris alongside multiple Olympian Gillian Sanders. Gillian, Nina Eim will surely start favourite here. She had a great Olympics, and as I mentioned, she won here 12 months ago.
Yeah, defending champion and started the year off really strongly on the World Triathlon Championship Series circuit. So yeah, for sure, Nina Eim is a favourite here today. But let's not disregard the hometown favourites, Italian Bianca Seregni. Unfortunately crashed last year, so unfinished business for her.
Yeah, and she would be one of those we would expect to see front and centre in the water. Just showing you some of the names a little further down. Therese Fersinger there, the Austrian, number 24. She also is phenomenal in the water.
And then further down, another Italian, Mirelle Greco, one of the under-23 athletes. Probably one of her first outings on the World Cup circuit here today.
So away they go. They did do the on your marks in the end, didn't they? But there are 35 of them in this, the second edition of the Rome World Cup, with Nina Eim very keen to defend the title she won so brilliantly last year. And as we mentioned, she was way behind in the swim. She will not want a repeat of that here.
Yeah, Bianca Seregni leading them out there. Jolene Vermeulen just on Bianca Seregni's feet, and Emma Jeffcoat just sitting behind Jolene Vermeulen there. So those are our three leaders on the swim at the moment. Then we've got another three athletes just sitting, swimming alongside each other there on the feet of Emma Jeffcoat.
We might get a smallish group, you know, out on the front of the bike here.
It looks like it's either one of the GB athletes or the German athletes sitting there in fourth place. So
might be Matthias. You would think she would be prominent on previous form. So Seregni giving a bit of a masterclass at the moment ahead of Vermeulen. Yeah, obviously we didn't get a showdown between Seregni and Eim on the run last year because Seregni crashed. So she's got a chance to redeem herself here after that error. She's out the water just shy of 9.5 minutes.
Jeffcoat. Olivia Matthias in fourth. And I think it's Marta Kropko and Theresa Fersinger in fifth and sixth place.
So Vermeulen is away. Just got a little bit of a steal there on Seregni. Slupek just coming in, who's fresh from her victory at the World University Championships in August on home soil in Poland.
So Eva Goodison finds herself in a little bit of no man's land there. She'll have to try and work really hard on the bike to close that gap.
And Nina Eim, well, not as far behind as she was last year, but still a fair way back.
So Vermeulen just coming to the first of the dead turns on this bike course, and then she'll make her way back down towards the lake.
And I think critically, because she came out, I think I mentioned it at the time, she came out almost the same time as Gomez Gurgel, so those two are going to ride together. So there we've got a group of 5 or 6, 5 of them, chasing Vermeulen, and they're going to catch on fairly soon, you would imagine. And that might be the perfect number for a breakaway, because you can see that those behind aren't that far away on the other side of the road as we watch Thorpe.
Oh,
someone's down. Who's down there? Oh, it's 2 down.
Thorpe
is down.
And Slupek, I think.
And Slupek. I think maybe Slupek just kind of, they saw the other rider in her eye line and just lost her concentration there.
You can see Vermeulen and Seregni managed to avoid that crash, thankfully for them. They can just get themselves back up to this group of 3, then that's a pretty decent-sized group to be able to work together. You can see the athletes going really gingerly around the corner. You can see that road's still a bit wet, and it's obviously quite slippery. I think I can see Roxana Slupek now in that chase group, so she might have been able to get on her bike quickly enough to get herself back into that group.
Well, if she has, that's a great effort.
So Olivia Matthias, Emma Jeffcoat leading these athletes through after one lap on the bike. Marta Kropko, Vermeulen, Seregni.
And it just shows that crash or the double crash, you've got to really maintain concentration level, especially with the road a little slippy.
Looks like Seregni, I think, now fallen off the back of that group.
Yeah, but Milan's nearly on to those first three, and Seregni's struggling. Well, fair play to Vermaelen. She's got onto the leading trio now. That took a lot of effort.
Yeah, and if Vermaelen is struggling and that second group catches up, then it might give an opportunity to just try and sit in the group and recover a bit.
Yeah, and Seregni as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the road's definitely still very wet. So pretty challenging for these athletes here, these conditions.
Another woman in that leading group we haven't mentioned.
Oh, there's a crash.
That's at least two of them in trouble there on that corner.
See who went down there, but that group is now fragmented.
Have a look at this.
So unfortunately, one of our German athletes,
Hill.
and yeah, just as we were speaking about Rochelle Hill, that looks like she's unfortunately gone down.
So the big names all in this leading group: Matthias, Steinhauser, Spimi, Jeffco, Ein, Gomez, Gergel, Seregni, Van der Kay, Kropko.
Yeah, you can see Eim as well, just there with next to Olivia Matthias. So they'll probably be the first and second into transition.
Got to be off before that line, otherwise it's a time penalty. So all 16 off the bikes now.
Oh,
they got one
someone's gone down.
Jeffco, I think.
Yeah, Jeffco taking a tumble there.
Just as we were saying, what a solid race she was having. It just shows you again how easily things can go wrong in this sport.
Vermeulen's out like a rocket.
That was a phenomenal transition, wasn't it, from the Belgian? Might have struggled on the bike, but the start of the run has gone exactly as she would have wanted it. And Jeffco out last after taking that tumble. And already the initial advantage that she had being whittled down in just the first few hundred metres. It's 2 laps, incidentally, this run. Well, Alyssa Koenig is having a great race. We haven't mentioned her much. She's had one standout result this season. It was in Italy. She got a Europe Cup gold in Cagliari in May. She does have explosive speed, and a lot of her best results have been achieved over super short distances. I like this from Koenig. This is really positive. We know Nina Eim's a class runner, but Koenig not afraid to go from the front. So now they're running 3 abreast. First time we've seen Eim in front.
So up the hill, all 3 of them still intact. And Van der Kay having a great run up the hill there, sitting in 4th.
If she gets a medal here after that crash on the bike, that would be phenomenal. She's not that far behind these leading 3 as they come to the end of their opening lap. First lap of 2. So they're going to take the bell. Ein, Koenig, Vermeulen, and then Van der Kay trying to get to them with Olivia Matthias behind the Kiwi.
And Steinhauser just hanging there as well. First of the Italian athletes sitting in 6th place.
Well, Vermeulen, I think, has just about been dropped. She's trying to hang tough, but that gap's as big as it's been in the last 5 or 6 minutes. It looks like Koenig and Eim at the moment they have this between them, but we'll see. And meanwhile, Eim has put the hammer down, and all of a sudden there's a 10-metre gap back to Koenig. Eim was superb on this course last year when she was a minute back out the water. She managed to halve that deficit earlier on in this race. Well, Eim did it the hard way 12 months ago when she was so far back out of the water. Much more control today, no problems at all. The German retains her title in Rome. Koenig will get her first ever World Cup medal with the silver, and Vermeulen does hang on for bronze. And that's your 1, 2, 3 in the Italian capital. Terrific effort from Nicole Van der Kay, having gone down on the bike, fights back to get a very gutsy 4th place finish. Excellent too from Steinhauser in 5th. That's her best display of the season, no question. Matthias, another solid display. Gomez Gurgel finishing in 7th place.
Strong result there by Drailing of the Netherlands in 8th. That's her best ever World Cup result. Pinelli of Italy in 9th, and Seregni, perhaps not a result that she was hoping for today, but rounding out the top 10.
Nina, congratulations, 2nd gold here in Rome, and you looked in total control. Was that the case?
Yes, not until the very end, but yeah, my swim was a lot better than last year, so I think I did a good swim, and on the bike I felt really strong. Yeah, I worked hard in the first 2-3 laps to catch the girls in front, and yeah, but I saw so many girls crashing, even on the uphill, so I rode really carefully around the corners, and on the run, yes, I was feeling in control the first 1.5 laps, and yeah, to the end I tried to increase my speed, and of course the last K was really hard for me. I actually like running in the rain, and yeah, riding in the rain I don't have much problem with that as well, but yes, the road was really slippery, so yeah, it was really dangerous in the corners. Yeah, but I'm happy that I stayed on my bike, and yeah, hope that every girl who crashed is feeling fine again and nothing serious happened. My plan was just to run in control the first lap, and then getting faster and faster on the second, and yeah, I'm happy that the gap opened up at the end of the run, so yeah, I didn't have to sprint on the last meters.
You were feeling good out there today?
Yeah, I already loved the course yesterday when we had the familiarization. I really loved the bike course. But when it started to rain, I thought it was a bit dangerous. But yeah, it was very, very fun. I did not really know where I was on the swim, so I just tried to do a fast transition and a fast first bike lap, and I think it just really helped. Yeah, I just really wanted to push from the beginning because I knew I can push fast for 5K, so I just went for it. You win some, you lose some, so today it was all good. I went through a lot the last few weeks, so this result is really, it really means a lot, and well, I'm on a very good way now, and I'm excited for what's to come the next few years.
That race, I don't think we've ever seen a bronze so hard earned.
Yeah, I think I fought very hard on the swim. I got pulled my shoulder in the beginning, but I just kept going, and I was very happy to be in Bianca's feet because she's such a great swimmer, and she knows to navigate so well. Like a lot of people swim, she's very good in taking straight lines, so I was very happy with that. Then I thought, go for the bike, y'all, but then a lot of people crash. It was so slippery, and because I also crashed in Paris in the rain because I fell over someone, I got so scared suddenly, and I was like, I'm just going to back 20 meters behind everybody and do everything on my own, which wasn't the best tactic, but at least I didn't crash. So yeah, maybe it worked. I don't know. I really must work on it. And then I tried to come good in the second transition. I promised myself that I would do that yesterday, so I was happy. I kept the promise I made to myself, and I just ran as hard as I could. But I told Nina, they're running, and it doesn't even look like they're struggling. For them, it's like a walk in the park, and for me, it's like Jurassic Park. It's so hard. I thought the uphill was hard, and then we went down, and it was worse. Oh my God! But I'm so happy now. I'm tired.
So you found your inner Velociraptor out there as well. I mean, so it's good to know that the bike was actually tactical then, because it looked like you were just kind of yo-yoing off the back and struggling to get back on, but actually it was a safety mechanism.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. I was just scared. My coach screamed at me try to go more to the front, and I scared back I'm scared, and he was like, okay, yeah. But yeah, I tried to work on it. I worked on it actually before the Olympics because I thought maybe it's in the rain, and before that and also before Hamburg, which was a race in the rain, it was actually pretty okay. But because I fell over someone, I don't know, something happened in my head, and I have the whole winter to work on it. It rains quite a lot in Belgium, so I have a lot of chances to work on it.
Well, there's confirmation of the top 10. Margin of victory 6 seconds. That's a little misleading because I'm could have made it more if she'd wanted to, I fancy. Vermeulen in the end was well clear of Van der Kade. That was down to 6 seconds at one point, just about the end of the first lap, wasn't it? But Vermeulen went further away from the New Zealander. Steinhauser, that's her best performance of the season. Matthias never seems to have a bad race anymore, does she?
No, she's so consistent. She's always there or thereabouts, isn't she? 6th place.
Gomez Gurgel, putting another German name on that top 10 board. Trailing of the Netherlands, and then the 2 Italians, Arpanelli and Sereni, who obviously wasn't anywhere near her best today. The latter of those 2 women. Oh, just fast becoming a model of consistency. Nina Rhein. First race, actually, since she finished 12th in Paris at the Olympics.
President of Mediterranean Triathlon Federation.
That was impressive from Koenig for someone who hasn't been on a World Cup podium before. She was very sprightly with the fizzy stuff.